What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Alrighty there. Hope you guys are having a good day. Where is it? Oh, there we go. My bad. My bad. Let's see if we can get this thing looking right. Here we go. This miserable song on repeat. Come on. Let's go. Time to go to class. Jedi Mac, what's up, man? Hit the like button, folks. Get up in here. Make sure you high five people. Spread some love. On a lifetime sentence. Yeah, we're getting a little late start tonight, guys. Getting a little bit late of a start tonight, but shout out to the CIA. The live stream I did the other night, man, was very well received. Things your grown man shit. That's what's up. A lot of guys were feeling that. And what I'm hearing more than anything else is, we'll do, Jedi Mac, we'll do. What I'm hearing more than anything else is guys are like, man, my dad never taught me any of this stuff. Nobody ever taught me any of this stuff. And that's it's cool to hear that, but it also bothers me that we got so many guys that just are lost out there, man, and trying to be good dudes, trying to navigate. But here's the thing. We're out in the real game. The world doesn't care if we learned it or not. They expect us to know it. So it's to that, man. I want to do this next broadcast because there were so many things, man, that I could not cover in that last stream. You can't cover it all. You just can't. All right, the super chat button is up on this stream, but here's the thing, guys. I prefer you to hit the link. I prefer you to hit this link right here instead of using super chat, because here's the thing. Let's say my boy Ken Lynch, that $4.99 he just sent, I'm only gonna get $2 of it. I'm gonna get $2.50 of that, and I'm not gonna get it for 60 days. I appreciate the love. I'll leave the super chat up for new people. But if you've been over here for at least a little bit, you know that we don't get that. So let's talk about more stuff your father should have taught you. Real world player shit. Real world player stuff. You know, I got to make an amendment, an addendum to last week's show. Last time's show. Man, dude, y'all need to take care of y'all lips, man. For real. Especially black men. Black men, we got bigger lips than everybody on the planet. Look, you need to at least get some Carmex, and apply it every 4 hours, especially in the year round, really, because your lips need that moisture. And most people are walking around dehydrated, but I'm gonna tell you what I use. I use this stuff right here. It's called Patchology Lip Service. Man, this is the best stuff on the planet. It's $15 and it lasts me about 4 months. Better than anything, man. Better than Carmex. And I've tried so many different things. It goes on. It's not thick. It doesn't taste like some girly lipstick. Yeah. So, that's better than Carmex, man. I'm gonna tell you. See, I like taking what people will perceive as a negative and turn it into a positive. See, a lot of times you got clowned on for having big lips, but see what you also need to understand is big lips are kissable lips. How many times you see a girl that was in high school or junior high or elementary and she had them big ass lips and people talked about her, but then when she grew up, they was like, damn, them some big ass lips. Yeah, that's what's up. All right. An announcement. We're going into business week. So this coming week, we're going to be talking a lot about business and entrepreneurialism. Real talk in the manosphere, as it were. No disrespect to any other content creator, but I don't know of any other content creator who's actually come from corporate America, who has a long track record, who has a long career track record of corporate America, who worked for major companies like AT&T, MCI, and Office Depot, who's also worked for small startup companies, who's worked in fast food and restaurants. So when we're gonna talk about taking it to the next level. We're gonna talk about how to move out here in corporate America, and here's the thing: this does not mean white collar, but we're gonna lean that way because like office politics and how to do all that. That's where a lot of you cats gonna get screwed up, man. Office politics. Getting out here and getting these good jobs are cool, but too many guys don't know how to play office politics and fuck around and lose their job. We got to talk about this because especially when the economy going the way it is more important how you move in corporate America than what's on your resume. So, but today we're going to talk about what's leading up to that. What's going on, Go GMB Fit? What's going on? Let's talk about some other stuff. More things your father should have taught you. Look, man, you need to have a masculine frame. You need to have a manly body. See, if your daddy, if your father, and your grandfather, and your grandfather's father, we come from men who used to have to actually work with their hands to get shit done. Was none of this sitting in the office environment. It was out there building the roads, building the bridges, digging the ditches, building the buildings. The women, we did that. Men had to do that. And see, that kept a lot of men in shape and average weight. because you had to get out there and actually sweat. I mean, think about your grandfather. Think about your grandfather and your. If you ever know, you ever heard this thing called old man strength? If you're around my age, you know something called old man strength. Now think about it. Today, how many men are that strong? I remember my grandfather at 50, he had yokes. Man, 50 today, dudes today at 50 look like a lump of goddamn mashed potatoes. So what I'm saying, you need to get your ass in the gym. No, not working out at home, not going to get some treadmill. Carry your ass to the gym for several reasons. One, it'll put pressure on your ass to actually work out. The dumbbells will sit there and collect dust. Your yoga ball will sit there and be a nuisance. Your treadmill will actually be a fucking clothes hanger. And you'll just be getting fat. Go to the gym. Why? Because you need the pressure to work there. Work with a personal trainer. Get in your wallet, break bread, and hire a motherfucker. Because if you actually hire somebody, it's gonna hold you to be more honest. Because you got to put several $100s into a dude, you're gonna be less apt to just blow off your workout. Again, this ain't for everybody. This is only for 20 or 30% of the dudes out there that are really trying to get it. You need to be an athlete for life. You need some strength. Because here's what we're gonna talk about today. Here's the reason why so many guys don't do this shit, because you're lazy and out of shape. Your father and your grandfather and your great-grandfather, they actually had muscle. They were thinner dudes. Get in the gym, hire a personal trainer, do what he says. But here's the beautiful thing. When you're in the gym, you actually get a chance to meet other like-minded men. And guys don't have enough friends. You don't have nobody you really talk to. If I asked you, give me your 5 closest friends, you're gonna give me some damn YouTube channels. In the gym is the man club. It's the place before or after work you go, before you had to go home and deal with the wife and kids and everything else. That's what it is. And also, guess what? When you decide to put your suit on, you can look good in it. You ain't got to have your belly sticking all out here. That's what's up. The work has to be done. Let me see how this is coming through. If you feeling what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat room. Let me know how many brothers actually out there are really working out. If you feeling what I'm saying. Before I went to Menfluential, I talked about fitness, and I got that flu that took me out for the damn month. Starting next week, not this coming week, but next week, we are back into the fitness. That's where we go. Why is it? Oh, YouTube is blocking it. That's what. All right. More things your father should have taught you. Well, one, that you need to be in shape. But here's the thing. Better shape, better sex. You want to keep that. You want to have nice shoulders, a nice chest, strong back, nice arms, strong legs. Women love this stuff. That's what's up. AKWB, so he's lost 20 pounds in 4 weeks. That's what's up. All right. Also, man, check that diet. Knock out the Doritos. Just knock something out. If you're a soda drinker, go from however many go to 1 soda a day. Try to weed that out. Empty calories. Knock out the candy, knock out the chips, all that kind of stuff. All right. There are better channels to actually head this thing up, but I'm going to say this is something you need in your life. Now, how many of you cats actually learned how to change a damn tire? How many guys actually learned how to change a tire? If you learned how to change a tire, if you learned how to change oil, if you learned how to swap out a battery, if you know how to get a car unstuck out of ice and snow, Put a 1 in the chat room. I need you to know all 4 of those things. Change your tire, change oil, get a car unstuck. What's going on in here? Yeah, that's what tire pranks. Yeah, if you learn how to do all those things, put them in there. No dice on the ice. Okay. Well, if you live in an area, well, then you need to learn how to do that. If you live in a, you need to learn how to do that even if you don't live around an icy place, because you may get stuck. See, learning how to change a tire, change your oil, swap out a battery, all this stuff is high school shit, things you should have learned in high school. Basic mechanics. So you guys didn't take shop. So you know what? You can be a 92 octane power player dude, right? You can be whatever you think you need to be to get the women you want, whatever. And then you be out on a date with a woman, and you get a flat, or you get a flat, and you don't, and then you sitting there like, I don't know what to do. Dude, you lose all cool points with women when you don't know how to do basic maintenance. If the first thing you do is go to your cell phone and dial AAA, which you should have. Okay, let me back up. How many guys have AAA? I don't know why that timed you out, fam. How many guys have AAA? If you have AAA, put it in the comment section. Type yes. AAA is one of the best investments that you can make. AAA is one of those things that every guy needs to have. Let me tell you why. AAA is the towing insurance alone is worth it. The towing is worth it. If you've ever had your car need to be towed, you understand to hook it up costs $90. The lockout is worth it. Buy AAA. Buy AAA. Learning how to change a tire and being able to get out there and do it puts you in the sexy man category. I'm sorry, hold on. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. Need to put you in the sexy man category. You want to do things that women don't want to do. Changing a tire, changing oil. Now, I had sports cars most of my adult life, which were low to the ground. So changing oil was much more difficult. You had to actually drive it up on ramps. But you want to be more dominant, be more alpha in front of a woman. Change your tire. Let her see you get out there and jack that car up. Her watching you dominate, her watching you move that 2,000, 4,000 pound thing around gets her wet. Seeing you crank that tire off, crank those lugs off, pick that tire up, put another on, and do that shit. Dude, have you ever wondered why after a car breaks down and you fix it, you go home and have great sex? It's because that's something women don't want to do, can't imagine doing. They're like, I can't lift it. I'm not strong enough. That implies, like, you know what? We ain't out here killing wildebeest and buffalo, But that dude, whoo, my man can change a tire. Girl, they get horny with this shit. Same thing. Let your woman, let your girl, let your girl wake up on a Saturday morning or whatever, on a Saturday morning, and you out under the car. Hold the damn door. Let your girl, Cashmere, I'm gonna give you your wrench back. Remember, Cashmere, you moderate first, talk second. You wanna, okay, I'm gonna give you a secret. You can use this as a proactive measure to gain alpha status, or you can do it as a reactive measure to fix a fuck up. Have the woman have your girlfriend, your lady friend, whatever you want to call her, one of the chicks in your rotation, whatever. Change your oil in front of her. Let her come outside. Let her wake up Saturday morning and look for you in the bed and where you at, and let her come outside and find you up under the car changing the oil. She gonna do this. She gonna get on their phone. Girl, got up this morning and Marcus was actually out fixing the car. He's out of the doghouse. Or, girl, got up this morning and Glenn was out here fixing the car. Keep her. Because they don't understand this shit. All they know is car, man, work, pussy. Don't say shit about it. Don't get up and be like, oh yeah, don't go explaining shit to her. Yeah, I'm out here changing the oil and shit. Don't say shit. Hey, how you doing? Get back to the oil. Oh, so you out here fixing the car? Yeah, downplay that shit. Don't go in there. Play it cool. Yeah, say I'll take care of. Gotta take care of the ride. Did your daddy teach you this? Even with today's modern cars. Now, I had the benefit of growing up in a time where you could I've swapped out motors, I've hung doors, I've done all kinds of stuff. You can't do a lot of this stuff, but you can change a tire, change your oil, pull in the battery. What's going on, Celeste? How many people actually know where their battery is, know how to test if your battery, how many people have jumper cables? You need an emergency kit in your car. You need jumper cables. You can go buy them for $30. Yeah, jumper cables, road flares, all that shit. You need that. But especially if you want to drive European, the battery's in the trunk. You need to, number one, locate where your battery is and take it out. Practice taking it out before you need to. Unscrew the cables, the negative, positive. If it's however it sits in there, take that mug out. Set it back in and reinstall it. You need to practice this. Because changing a battery is another one of those things that women don't want to do. Real world power player shit. I've seen men that don't know how to open a hood. That's a damn shame. I'm talking to men who already know. I'm just talking about some little. See, one thing about not growing up with a father in the household, we didn't get a chance to model manly behavior. My grandfather was a truck driver. My grandfather was a truck driver and a mechanic, so I learned all this. I couldn't wait to get out there with my granddad and get on that rolling board and just sit up under there. I felt like a man. Sitting up next to my granddad when he's shaving and I'm just watching. We didn't get a chance to do all that, but guess what? Learn how to do it yourself. Do it yourself. and up your cool points. All right, let's get to some other shit. We're gonna get on. We're gonna get on. We're gonna go the entire way. We're gonna go from maintenance, some man shit. We even gonna talk about a little bit of how to move out here in the real world and in the workplace. I'm gonna scratch the surface on the workplace. But how many of you men carry a knife? Everyday carry. I'm gonna have a panel dedicated to everyday carry. Knives, gun, your firearm. Man, let's just go ahead and talk about it. As a man, you need to know you need to carry a knife, you need to carry a blade. I carry this blade, and I have a wallet tool that actually has I don't have it with me, a wallet tool that actually has a razor in it. Carry a blade. You need to have I like this blade because it's serrated here, it's sharp here, opening boxes and things like that. You never know. You may end up getting caught. You need to cut your seatbelt off a sudden. Carry a blade. Tell you something else too, man. You need to carry a gun. You need to carry a gun. Or have a gun, not carry a gun. Can't have a gun. In my James Bond shit, yep. I got me a nice little 380 that I keep. You need, depending on several firearms. Shotgun for home defense. Whether you want a 9mm or 40 of you need to pick your guns. I'm not going to go this far into this subject, but let's just back up. You need to know you need to carry a knife, whether it's like this pocket knife or whatever, more manly shit. You want women to lose. You want women to be like, oh, whip out a knife and open the package in front of them. They're like, because their primal nature associates this with manhood. They didn't carry the knives and do all this shit. We did. Open the package and keep on. Take in your 3-piece suit, whip out your knife, open the package, and go back to your office. Urban jungle shit. You need to know how to you need to know how to shoot. You need to know how to shoot a gun. I'm also a fan of knowing how to use bows. You need to know how to use stuff that's not, gunpowder based. I can use a sword. I can use a bow. Fishing. Can you fish? What would happen if you had to actually go out and kill your own meat, hunt your own meat? Knowing these things, see, this is a good, especially in that year you take off to learn to be yourself. This is a good time to learn this kind of stuff. You know what? Like they have Boy Scouts, we need to have Man Scouts so men can learn how to do this stuff. Well, Celeste says, "Oh my God, I'm glad I'm not in the USA, but I carry pepper spray." Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You're a woman though. Women shouldn't be carrying. I mean, honestly, this is man stuff. I don't really mean women carrying guns. This is not a matter of USA Wild West kind of stuff. This is stuff that men need to know how to do. Because men need to be able to protect shit and protect yourself. Man Scouts, yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if we had you could go away on the weekend and get your badge on fishing and starting a fire and all this other kind of shit. Yeah, yeah. Yep. All right. So, car stuff, gun. Guys, did your father, because you weren't raised with your father, have you ever actually learned how to actually file a complaint? What do you do when you have to deal with somebody and you can't fight them? When you can't actually physically fight somebody, how do you conflict with somebody like a man? How do you conflict with somebody like a man? This is learning how to, sounds crazy, but writing a damn letter. Do you know how to write a letter? I see so many guys today who absolutely good, solid dudes, but cannot express themselves and write in words. I guess that's a whole, I'm working my way up. Good, solid dudes, but cannot express themselves in words. How you write, what you write can make you look like an absolute blithering idiot. You need to learn how to write a letter. Honestly, and some real player shit, you need to learn how to write women. Yeah, man. Learn how to write women. See, this is when you start getting into territory and guys like, oh man, that's some simp shit. I don't need to know how to do that. This is man shit. This is man training. Hold on. Man training. You need to know how to express yourself in verbally and non-verbally. Verbally and non-verbally. And if you cannot write, damn it. If you cannot write, if you cannot express yourself verbally and non-verbally, you're a little bit more than a boy. You're a little more than a boy. You're in the workplace and you have to actually write a letter to someone in management or upper management. What does it look like? Big boy emails, yeah. What, I don't know about you on the opposite end and all that. See, a lot of dudes, man. See, I always peep shit guys make fun of. See, peep shit guys make fun of, and you can see where they're insecure. See, men, unfortunately, when we're insecure about shit, we tend to make fun of shit. Facts. Grown damn men need to learn how to write grown damn man letters. If I went and looked at your LinkedIn, it's probably trash. Your LinkedIn is probably trash can sauce. Now you saw the office with a bunch of shit over there in the corner that has to go out of here. Dude, learning how to communicate with people that don't know you is more important than anything else. All right. Real man shit. Somebody said learn how to tie a tie. What kind of knot is that? What kind of knot is this? Write it in the chat box. What kind of knot is this? I actually may take some phone calls. I may actually take some phone calls. Mm-hmm. It's a Windsor. It's a full Windsor, which is a double Windsor. It's a double Windsor knot. Michael gets the prize. For the guys who said Windsor, you get a B. For the guys who said half Windsor, you're off. Windsor knot, either half Windsor, double Windsor, which is also full Windsor. Most guys don't even know that they're different knots. Somebody said Eldridge. It's not. I used to wear Eldridge knots, and when I started my YouTube channel, I like Eldridge knots. I like Trinity knots. Things about the Eldridge knot and Trinity knots and those kind of things, those are not appropriate for upper management. It's appropriate for the workplace is for the most part conservative. You want to wear those in formal occasions. So basically, you need to learn how to tie a tie. You need to learn the difference between the tie knots. I used to wear half Windsors a lot, but I like full Windsor because I like a bolder knot. How many guys know actually how to tie a bow tie? How many people? Man Scouts. Yeah, that's right, man. Um, actually, Suit Saturday. I've already uh, trademarked this stuff. Suit Saturday. Um, Man Scouts ain't a bad idea, though, is it? Yeah, you never learn. You never learn. And guys, we don't like asking for information. Oh yeah, by the way, when I was giving you guys a hard time about fucking body spray, that's a body spray you can use. That's Tom Ford Oud Wood. Yeah, baby. Better than Axe. $60. And it lasts. Love this shit. Join the CIA, fella. That's right, man. How many of you, first off, do me a favor. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. We got 173 people in here, only 78 likes. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, man, come on, subscribe to the channel. Stop playing. YouTube has throttled my channel. Let me just be honest with you guys. My channel is still shadow banned, meaning that I should have close to 100,000 subscribers now. But because I talk about things like this, I talk about man kind of issues, I was shadow banned. It takes a long time to wear that off. So what I need you guys to do to help my channel grow, start growing like it should, I need you to subscribe to the channel. I need you to share the content. All right. Subscribe to the content. Subscribe to the channel. Share the content. Yes, Celeste, but here's the thing. A lot of times guys will tune in, but they won't even think to hit the like button. Okay. I'm not talking about. So if you don't know how to tie a bow tie, listen to your big bro. You want some man shit? Man lesson 101. Learn how to tie a bow tie. There is nothing worse than a dude in a tuxedo with a little boy ass propeller ass bow tie. Tie a bow tie. And how you know if a bow tie is self-tied? Because it's irregular in some way. I have a video on this channel, how to tie a bow tie. You know what? Fuck it. Instead of talking, let's just show. These are man skills. Man skills that every guy needs to know. And when I tell you it separates the men from the boys, I am not bullshitting. Because once you learn how to do this stuff, it impresses. It's impressive to you and other people. Flip. See, when you learn how to tie a bow tie, you can get so good at it, you don't even have to watch it. You can do it without even seeing it. Oh, I missed it. All right. Let's start again. Learn how to tie the bow tie. I learned how to tie a bow tie back from my grandfather, but I perfected it back in my college days because my fraternity, we wore bow ties a lot when we went out. So bow tie, shirt, and suspenders. Bow tie. Automatically make any suit a tuxedo like. Learn how to tie a bow tie. Now, this does not look as uniform as those little boy bow ties. Learn how to tie a bow tie, gentlemen. I've seen men actually have to get in a car, drive over to the local clothier, and have the clothier tie their fucking bow tie. That's pathetic. Learn how to tie a bow tie, and then you'll actually wear them. Learn how to actually install cufflinks. Learn how to actually install cufflinks. Learn whether whether or not a tie bar is for you. What is that? It's a pocket square. Your pocket square and your tie should always coordinate, but they should not match. Do not buy a shirt, tie, pocket square combo. If you buy that shit and come to my channel, I will send a virus out to you to hack your shit. Nerve you niggas. What? No. Pocket square. Less is more. Don't overload it. Don't go lapel pin, pocket square, tie bar. Learning your style personality is more important than anything else. So here's where the service announcement will come in. Book your Skype consultation. If you saw what I did with Tony the other night, that's what it looks like. But for men, it's even more in depth because I do men primarily. If you're not a patron of the channel, come on, man. Come on. Best man content on YouTube. Best men's lifestyle channel on YouTube, right here. There's no men's lifestyle channel on YouTube that's better than this one because nobody talks about the whole man. That's worth at least $5 to support the channel and keep me doing what I'm doing. But if you really want it, put 10 on it. Because when you put 10, yes, that's right. I know, because this week we're also going to talk about entrepreneurialism and charging what you're worth. If you own a business or you want to be a business owner, especially if you're a black man, I need to take an aside. If you're catching this now on the restream, black men, you need to understand something. We historically charge less than we are worth. We got to fix that. When you know what you're doing, you need to charge what you're worth. That's why I have no problem. Charge what you're worth. Hit up on the Patreon. If you got a question that's off the topic, you put it in super chat. If you have a question, if you want my opinion on, hey, what's a good cologne to wear to the office? Or what's a good fragrance to wear to an interview? I have a service called Ask Kevin. You hit that. When you check out, you send me an email with your question. I'll answer your question. Yep. So that's how that works. And I also offer life coaching, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. So style consultation or life coaching. Are you under 40, still living at home with a college degree? You stuck? Are you stuck in life? Are you having a problem getting started? Are you lacking motivation? Are you unsure? What's going on with you? Life coaching is a great way to actually get yourself unstuck and get started. 3 calls. We actually meet on the first, second, and third week of every month. Off the remainder, 24/7 email access. Everything is done by, professionally managed by my software database. I have a software program that I actually keep you in here. We have journals and metrics. Dude, I love my software CRM. I can't wait to start talking about business. I don't want to tip my hand, but you got to have the right systems, guys. You got to have systems and get your shit running. And then if you just don't know I don't necessarily know if I need style or if I need life coaching. I just need some advice. I just need to chop it up for about a half an hour or an hour. There you go. Advice line. Let me make another announcement. Stop sending me emails or inboxes asking me my opinion on stuff. I have services for that. I'll answer back. If I don't respond to your email, it's because I have a service for that. If I do respond, it'll be like, hey, go to my website and do such and so and check out over here. But I'm starting to get more people hit me up on Facebook, Facebook Messenger or on Instagram, and you're asking me, hey man, I'm going through a divorce. I'm kind of depressed. I just need somebody to talk to. That ain't what I do. I mean, I have compassion for you, but that's what you do. Systems are keys, yes. I came from a Siebel kind of background. Then I actually lived through a Siegel migration, Salesforce USA. So I use a CRM called Infusionsoft. And then I use a coaching software package. I'm testing out another one called Coachable right now. But anyway, ties, bow ties, pocket square. Let me tell you something else, guys. For my guys who are like me and like to wear eyeglasses instead of contacts, you need to have something that's going to be. You need to keep a. I like this because keeping your eyeglasses clean is a real issue. So you guys know I'm big on frames. I just did a video on. I started doing a video on each one of my frames. You guys have asked about it, so I've done it. This is my. This is my. I love this. This is my eyeglass cleaning rag that I carry. The Warring Pawnee. This is a limited edition cloth made by Jacques Marie Mange. Now, I used to carry, just a simple cloth with the spray. You don't really need spray all the time. Not unless you are actually getting oil on your lenses or something like that. I like this because of the colors, and it doubles as a pocket square. It adds a little color to my outfit. Multi-purpose. So I love my pocket square. Don't get me wrong. Thank you, Tom. I love Tom Ford pocket squares. Not because of the brand. I love it because of the designs. So cool. Brown, red, cream. So many things you can do with it. Keep that there. So if I need to clean my glasses throughout the day, it's all these little touches it's the details, gentlemen. Your father should have, we didn't learn these details from our fathers. We learned the big stuff from our mothers, but mothers don't know about the masculine details. It's these little details that actually separate the men from the boys. This is the stuff that actually your superiors, people and your higher ups, these are the things that people notice. Now, this is a one-time investment. You buy that and you can actually fold it any kind of way and match any color. And what happens when it gets dirty? Throw it in the dry cleaners. Throw it in the dry cleaners, it's back at you. How many of you gentlemen carry a pen? You don't have to have Mont Blanc or Cartier. Carry a pen. A man should have a pen and a watch. Grown damn man shit. So, let's talk about some more real power player shit. Real power player shit. When it gets right down to it, guys, you want to be a master at doing the stuff that women don't want to do. Can you install a ceiling fan? Can you? Can you hook up? Can you hook up? Can you hook up your router? Can you hook up the? Are you good at putting the computer shit together? Cooking. I don't really want to get into cooking today, but okay, I will touch on cooking. Guys, take a cooking class. Yes, gentlemen, take a cooking class. You know what? I may need to do this, man scouts. Okay, hashtag man scouts. MIT, men in training. It's already something I'm doing. We're going to expand men in training. Learn how to cook. You need to learn how to cook spaghetti the right way. You also need to learn how to cook a fish dish, a chicken, and a beef dish. Fish, chicken, beef, vegetable. I'll throw in pork also. Everybody don't eat pork, but pork is the second white meat. Look, man, I got so much action off just knowing how to cook Cornish hen. How many of you guys know what a Cornish hen is? Let me tell you about some real player shit. Some real player shit. You invite that chick over, you invite that little honey dip over. It's that third date. We went out the first 2 dates. No, we're not going out tonight. I'm gonna cook for you tonight. She comes over to the house. You cooking for her that night. She slides through. She's like, "Oh, I've never had a man cook for me before." Mm-hmm. I've never had a man cook for me before. Come on in, take off your shoes. You're not allowed to have shoes on. What did I tell you the other night? You need to have that wine already chilled. Would you like a glass of wine? Uh, I have red or white. What would you prefer? White wine. Riesling, okay? Yeah. You got your candles over there lit. If you guys aren't, I told you about candles. You need to get the candles that like lemon verbena. Um, you need to have things with like maybe a patchouli and a sandalwood. You know these masculine kind of candles. I'll do more in depth on that. She's sitting over there drinking her glass of wine, candles burning. She's watching you in the kitchen, put the finishing touches on it. And all you did was actually went out and bought Cornish hen. They come two to a pack. You take them out, defrost them, take out the innards, season them up. This is why you take a cooking class, learn how to season meat, and you really have the base seasonings on this all the same meats. Season them up, you put them in the oven, and you bake them. You make a nice wild rice pilaf. You can make a nice stuffing if you want to. Put aside of it. I like a vegetable melody. You can go asparagus, but see the thing is you need to learn how to plate food. Cornish hen sitting on a bed of wild rice pilaf with a little dressing, a vegetable melody over there, glass of wine. This woman is sitting there looking at a little chicken all for her, sitting on this plate, and she's like, "Who the hell is this dude right here?" Guarantee that meal won't get eaten, and it's tasty too. And it's tasty too. These are things that men need to learn how to do. Real world power player shit. Because this is the stuff that separates the men from the boys. The things that separate the men from the boys are as a masculine willingness to actually do other things. You don't want to get comfortable. Everything I'm talking about is getting you out of your comfort zone. That's why learning how to do basic maintenance on the car, learning how to do maintenance around the house. You need to learn, you need to you need to know how to cut the yard, you need to learn how to edge, weed eat, all that good old shit. You need to be able to keep and manicure your own lawn to where it's at least neat. You need to know how to uh, install a ceiling fan, fix a garbage disposal, unclog a toilet, all this stuff, all this basic stuff that guys need to know how to do. And if you know how to do it, man, I'm gonna tell you, once you learn it, you just keep it in the memory bank. Now, why is that? Why did I call this power player shit? Because here's the thing: as we are going into the workplace, how many guys out here, lobster bisque, yeah, how many guys in the workplace? So this is what I need you to do. I need you to pay attention. We got 202 people watching. I need you to type in the chat room whether you actually work in a blue collar or a white collar environment. If you work in a white collar environment or a white collar profession, which means you're not like a policeman, firefighter, mechanic, UPS driver, truck driver, something like that, I need you to type blue. If you actually work in an office environment, I need you to type white. Go ahead. Blue, 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 blue. Okay. Man, a lot of guys work in a blue collar environment. Okay. I'm glad I asked that question. If you work in a blue collar environment, security guard, blue collar, because you wear a uniform. No, it can't be blue and white. It's either blue or white collar. It's not blue and white. It's blue collar. Your job. Okay, so blue collar environment is honestly less cutthroat. It's less cutthroat. Blue collar environment, you're really not in the corporate kind of climber kind of thing. Um, Actually, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that so many guys work in the blue collar uh, on this channel because what is going on? All right, excuse me. Let me empty my trash. Blue collar environment, less political intrigue, less corporate bullshit. Um, Much more hands on, and you don't have to deal with a lot of the same foolishness. Somebody says you're a student, white collar. It can be both. No, it is either or. Your job is class to anyway. I'm not arguing with you. You want to say what it is. If you want it to be what you want it to be, that's cool. All right. I will say this though. So many guys don't know how to actually move out here in the workplace, move out here in the work world. Many guys know how to do their job and are good at their job. But in my capacity as a corporate trainer, so many guys actually don't know how to actually work well with others. Don't know how to work well with others. Don't know how to play well with others. Many guys actually screw themselves out of moving up, promotions, all kind of things, because you never learned how to deal with masculine authority. You didn't grow up with your father in the household. Then that you didn't. You're not used to seeing a man in charge, other than a basketball coach. I mean, other than a sports coach. So when you get a man who may be less masculine than you, maybe he looks like a beta kind of male. He may even be a beta sexual male, but he may be in charge of you. How do you deal with that dude? And more importantly, especially as more guys over here are more into, men's rights, you don't know how to deal with women in the workplace. Dealing with women in the workplace, and here's the thing, it is different dealing with black women in the workplace than white women. You better pay attention to this week because you need to know how so many people are getting fired or having a cap on their career because you're handling these people wrong. Learning how to play the game. Somebody says healthcare, blue or white collar. Depends on if you're a doctor, you're white collar. You're a doctor, nurse, something like that, you're white collar. The only reason you're in healthcare, you're in scrubs or a uniform is because that's the so if you're in the medical or dental field, that's blue. If you had to go to college for it, if you had to go to college to do what you do, that's white collar. Thank you, Joaquin. What kind of suit jacket and shirt are you wearing? This suit just has peak lapels, and this shirt is actually custom made. Um, I will do a video on this shirt, but the collar is an Italian collar, so it has two buttons, and the collar is actually 2 inches, so it stands up taller. I like a bolder collar. I had this made um, from my local Q clothier, but I also ordered. I'm testing this new company out, Sebastian Cruz Couture. When you see me wearing these big bold pocket squares that kind of billow out like that, that's who makes them. Um, so this, what you'll see in the spring and summer, you're gonna see me with my streetwear game, my Henleys, my t-shirts, that kind of casual, not streetwear. smart casual look, but then you're also going to see I'm going to be focusing a lot on blazers and sports coat to kind of go out in. Cause see, what I know is so many guys, you don't have anything to put on to go out. You don't have any going out clothes. So you don't go anywhere. See, Charles Faulkner's in here. Not knowing how to when you don't have any see, I come Charles, you know what I'm like. You have your casual clothes, your work clothes, you should have some going out clothes. So if I was gonna go up to Baltimore and hang out with Charles Faulkner and see Boogie, I got going out clothes. You should have a going out jacket. You should have some clubbing clothes, not clubbing, but anyway, I'll be talking about that. But this suit in particular, the this suit, you could get a suit like this at Suit Supply. There's a style called the Washington. It's a slim suit and it fits that way. So understand something. So many guys in your workplace, whether blue collar or white collar, don't know how to deal with women. Even before Me Too, dealing with women in the workplace will either limit you or propel you. Let me say that again. Dealing with women in the workplace will either limit you or propel you. If you don't know how to deal with women, you will end up screwed. This is not something I think, this is something I know. This is not something I think, it's something I know. Tell me I'm wrong. Somebody tell me I'm lying. If you get a reputation in the office place of being a jerk, an asshole, difficult to work with, fellas, I'm gonna tell you, dude. Whew, hold on. I tell you, it's going to be an uphill battle. An uphill battle. How many guys are having problems in the workplace? How many guys are having problems in the workplace? If you're having problems in the workplace, I need you to type yes. Remove coupon. Somebody in there tell me what the problem you're having in the workplace. What's the issue? Mm-mm-mm. Let's see what we got here. It's in the very gray area, Kev. I gotta watch what I say and how I say the end of. Yes. Okay. You got a good point. Watching what, knowing how to talk to people in the workplace. You said it's gray area. Gotta know how to talk to people. Gotta watch what you say and don't say at all times. Yeah. Are you guys dealing with this? Are you dealing with it? Not knowing how to talk to people. What the hell? Sorry, guys. I'm reading this email. I gotta do that. All right. Knowing how to talk to people in the workplace, guys, you will either, it can either make you or break you. It will either make you or break you. First things first, you need to realize that it's a game. It is a game, and you need to actually learn how to use some empathy. Let me tell you how to navigate around white women at work. White women at work can be tricky, especially if you're a black man, especially if you're attractive to them. Listen, keep it professional. Don't make any jokes. Stop making jokes with your white female coworkers. Our cultures are different. And I will tell you this. So many guys on these YouTube streets, I listen to guys get on panels and you're not good at it. If making a joke was dribbling, you'd be turning the ball over all the time. Stop making jokes. Stop making jokes. Stop trying to crack jokes because it's cultural and you also have to kind of know some of the same stuff. A lot of stuff gets mixed out of context. So something you may think is funny, they don't think is funny. You can say something like, "Girl, I got here. I could just choke you." Next thing you know, you're in HR's office. Hey, Marcus, uh, need to talk to you. Do you remember 7 weeks ago when you were talking to Brittany? She said you said something made her feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it'll be like 7 weeks ago. So stop making jokes, keep it professional. Don't talk about anything controversial. And when they try to pry you for that kind of information, you just say, "Hey, I'm really busy. Can I get back to you?" Now, that's easier to do with women that are not of your race, but women of your race, you got to do the same thing because we have the same culture, we have the similar culture and similar context. But remember, you're there to do work. You're not there to make friends, but you still have to be friendly. You have to be empathetic, but you don't want to know their issues. But see, the thing is, if these women put you off as a prickly, kind of hard to get along with person, they will badmouth you around the office, and it will limit your growth potential. So now it seems like I'm contradicting myself. Wait a minute, Kevin. You say don't talk to him, don't deal with him, keep it professional, but how am I supposed to make them like me if I don't deal with them? That's why you need to tune in to this week's streams because that's the real power play. That's the real office politic. I've said it before and I'll say it again. So many guys, you don't really have any good social skills. You didn't go, especially if you're a millennial or if you're millennials and under, it's not your fault. You didn't go outside and play. You didn't have recess. You didn't have a chance to get out there on the playground and learn social dynamics and all that other kind of stuff. So it's fucking with you in the workplace. See, Jedi Max says, don't make jokes with anyone I work with, especially females. See, you have to make jokes, but you can't make one-on-one jokes. When you make jokes, you make them um, in the presence of everybody. Like in a like a and you thing is you make a joke that everyone knows everyone um you make a joke about something everyone would know about. A football game or something, a popular movie. Here's the thing. Don't tell a joke that you don't know is gonna whether or not it's gonna kill. If you've never told a joke again, don't tell it in the office for the first time. Unless you're a naturally funny dude. White women are very backdoor and they're often afraid to get offended. Yeah. Yeah, man, these women they will use their tears against you. They have to get offended. And so it's better to leave them alone. But they're not the enemy. Here's the thing, and they do that to everybody. They do it to black men, but they do it to everyone. They do it to themselves. They play a different level of politics. So here's the thing. This week you're gonna have to learn how to get people on your side and to advocate for you. Why was I able to move up so fast in corporate America? Because I had friends. Because I had friends in other departments. This is blue collar or white collar. So you'll want to tune into the shit and see what I'm telling you. This is important. A lot of your daddy didn't teach you this because you didn't have a daddy at home. So he couldn't tell you about his issues of drama at work. You had to hear your mama. And women have a different set of parameters. Listening to your mama talk about the workplace, she's often talking about the chicks that work. She don't like. I don't like that bitch, or such and so forth. My mother was a union worker, and she would often come home talking about how she got men to do her work for her. Honestly, I like that bracelet. She would often talk about how she got men to do her work for her. That's when I realized, damn, men are simps. Y'all out here both. We're out here at the tire plant, and you got men doing their work and your work. Low key, hate socialization. Yeah, networking is the key to moving up. Is networking the key to? Yes, the key to moving up in social America is being well liked on all levels, not your job performance. Let me say this again. It ain't about your job performance. It's not about your results. Those things only matter if people like you. Kind of like it's just like dating. If you're not successful at dating, chances are you're not going to be really successful in corporate America. Let me back that up. If you're successful in dating, you're going to be chances are you can be successful in the workplace because you know people. See, I'm not talking about just having a job and keeping a job and maintaining the job. I'm talking about being on the track to promotion, being people knowing you're there. This is why talking about women is so important because women are 51% of the population. Like I said on BGS's channel yesterday, they spend 73 cents out of every dollar. Like it or not, gentlemen, what women says matters in Western democracies. Not knowing, think you can live your life and not deal with women to your peril. You can't go in there with your red pill mindset, thinking, hey man, I'm the physical superior and this and that. You think what you like, but behave like others. 48 laws of power. See, this is why so many guys don't gonna be able to deal with this because that you have to learn how to be a social creature. And most people are too hung up in their own bullshit to actually get out of themselves way to learn how to do what they need to do. The nerve of you niggas. Then you wonder why you stuck at the same job title for 7 years and not moving up. Because you suck at dealing with people. Well, I got the results. The results don't put you there. Think of it this way. It's kind of like saying, well, I got a degree and I got a great credit rating and I'm a solid guy and I'm this and I'm that. And you all those things. But if a woman's not sexually attracted to you, none of that matters. But when a woman is sexually attracted to you, all of that matters. All that becomes a bonus. Hit the like button. Wrong. Simply Yada says, stay in your place, mind your business, and always say hello. Absolutely wrong. So this is where I'm going to have to actually take off my belt. If you don't know, if you have not climbed the corporate ladder, if you don't have the receipts to show, if you have not moved up, if you're not a player, a mover, a shaker, if you haven't done it, don't say what the fuck to do in the chat box. I don't need your opinion. I need your results. I need your facts. Because so many guys have opinions about shit to do. Show me that you have been fast tracked to management. Show me that you have moved up the corporate ladder by your own actions. If you've done that, we can talk. Your opinion matters. I'll listen to you. But if you haven't, please just pay attention. Lesson number 1. Don't talk about stuff you don't know about because you will stumble across somebody who is going to call you on it. 48 Laws of Power is a must read. See, it is better to just know what you know, but knowing what you don't know and not feeling like you have to have an answer is so liberating. One of the things that I used to have outstanding success is I would often go into a work environment and say, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to sell this. How are they doing that? I need to figure out the best practices of the people who are doing the thing at the highest level, and I need to go find out what they're doing. Not what I think about what they're doing. What are they doing? Cliff, you're selling MC squared at a higher level than anyone. Jeff, you are 300% to plan and the number one in the country. I don't go to Jeff and tell him what I'm doing and what I think about what he's doing. I go to Jeff and say, how do you do that? I don't understand. Talk to me like I'm four. Break it down so even a child could get it. And then I go do it. Men are Many men consider the difference between delusions and grandeur and arrogance and test of confidence. Being professional at work does not mean being a statue, a robot, or an android. See, let me tell you something. How many guys have seen Harry Potter? How many people have seen Harry Potter? Let me tell you, we got two kind of dudes in the world today that we need. We got two kind of dudes in the world today that we need to get rid of. We got we got Data and we got Dobby. Data and Dobby. How many people know what I'm talking about? Let me show you what I mean. We got so many guys today who are on this data shit. Lieutenant Commander Data. So many guys are on this Lieutenant Commander Data shit. You got all the facts, figures, statistics, everything else, but you have no human emotion. This is the guy that's professional at work, but no one connects with them. This is the guy that sits in the corner, gets the job done, but no one thinks about him when it's time to go out to lunch, when it's time to go to happy hour. No one thinks about him when, and certainly they don't think about him when it's time to move into management, supervisory roles, or up the corporate ladder. Because this guy is a fucking android. This is the look that he has on his face most of the time. Professional as hell. Nobody likes him. This is one of the myths we're going to break down, that you got to be Data to get shit done. No. Then you got this other motherfucker. You got Dobby. These Dobby ass dudes. Who's Dobby? That's Dobby. Dobby is the betaist of the beta males. Funny looking, no self improvement, friend zoned, insignificant, but thinks that, I'll just be innocuous and I'll do everything to make everybody happy, and it gets walked over by everybody. You Data and you Dobby ass dudes don't do well in corporate America or in your social life. Data blames it on the fact that He's superior to everybody. He knows better. He can figure shit at a well, it doesn't fit with my calculations and the facts and the figures and the stats and all this other kind of yeah, uh-huh. You can be right. You can be right all day long, but it doesn't matter. Did Data ever get married? Nope. Data was a fully functioning, uh, anatomically correct android. But what was his brother? Was it Lar? What was Data's brother? Anyway, I forgot. Dobby and Data. We're gonna talk a lot about Dobby and Data. Who wants to be Dobby? How many people can relate to Dobby? Hmm? It's not an insult. It's just it is what it is. Neither one of these dudes get very far anywhere. Dobby and Data. I know, right? That's some fucked up. That's messed up, right? Like, dang, Kev, you just I'm not trying to be mean, but the reality is, if you want better, you're going to have to actually do better. Look, man, the final frontier is really dealing with people. People are the learning how to deal with people is the ultimate. I was talking about yesterday to a brother who's married. I'm like, look, man, pimps and pastors are people to be studied. Pimps and pastors are people to be studied. And those are two kind of guys you don't want to leave your women alone with. Two kind of guys that walk away feeling better that you talk to them. Like I mean, like I don't care how you judge it. Simple to P. When you start that spectacular vernacular, da, 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 when you start running that shit down, man, you're like, God damn, that's smooth. E40. You ever listen to pimps really talk? It's hypnotic. You ever listen to good pastor preach? It's hypnotic. Now imagine if you had those powers and you could use them for good instead of evil. Imagine if you had those kind of powers and you could use them in conjunction with your intelligence like Data and your ability to want to get along with everybody like Dobby. Old school pimps. Salesman. Thank you. I am a salesman. I've been a salesman my entire life. Kool-Aid, blow pops, comic books, candy bars, the band candy. I always sold the most band candy. I love selling. You're a salesman too. Really? You wouldn't have the job you have if you didn't convince them, sell them that you could do it. You ever had sex? You sold that woman on the fact that sex with you would be a good idea. The thing is, you just need to become a better salesperson. There's something called product theory. You're all products. We're all products. The world is the marketplace. We talk about sexual marketplace value. There is a real world marketplace value. There's a work marketplace value. And the thing is, men who know how to, men that have power, men who are dominant, meaning have the ability to influence others, that's the ultimate. Being able to influence others to do what you want. That's the ultimate in power. You can't beat people and get them to do what you want. You influence them. And even better when it's their decision. Things your dad could not teach you because you didn't have a father in the household. Dad couldn't come home and tell you how his boss is a son of a bitch, but yet he got the promotion because it was best for the company and how he worked it. Where do you learn these things from? Guys who please do grown damn women shit. Okay. Do you think that men lost the art of being? Yes, men have lost the art of being charismatic because they're not good at it. When you're not, it is easiest for men when we're not good at something to actually say, I don't need to do that. Why waste my time on learning people skills? It is easier for guys who failed at social skills to become data because you can intellectually and logically justify why this is better. It's the character morality argument, but it's still an either or. Do and. What happens when you're data and you get the emotion chip? Then you're pretty much unstoppable. Things your father should have taught you. We talked about the workplace, we talked about the car, oil, all these things. We're going to talk more about weapons. We're going to talk more in the workplace. We're going to spend this week on the workplace. I'm going to try to do the workplace broadcast during the workday, so somewhere between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I may do a live stream in the evenings. Here's the thing, guys. I need everybody who has not subscribed to the channel to hit this to subscribe. And if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. I have videos. I have 3 Patreon videos dropping tonight. I have 3 videos on the channel dropping. One's a fragrance video. One is Octane uniforms. The other one is a eyewear unboxing. Guys, at the end of the day, contentedness, if you lack ambition, if you've gotten lazy in life, it's time to snap out of it. Guys who are not lazy, guys who are lazy, guys who are not who have nothing to strive for, this is when you get passed up. What is it what is it that keeps you motivated? What is the goal? What is the task? What's the mission? Call it all these things. What's the purpose? How many guys in life actually, number one, can actually say they know what their purpose is and they're actively going after it? If you 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, know what your purpose is and you are 100% actively pursuing it, type yes. I need a video on that suit. I didn't say type 1, I said type yes. Listening skills. Let's talk about this also. Active listening. Active listening. Gentlemen, we've got 241 people watching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're getting into the range I'm gonna call bullshit. We're getting in. We've crossed 5%. Man, look, 10% of men don't actually know what their purpose is. I just don't. It's just hard to fathom that. But you know what? Instead of calling bullshit, I'll actually, you know what? I'm waiting for something to arrive, but I'll open up the call line. All right, let's have a call in. I'm gonna do a different kind of call in though. Do a different kind of call in. Active listening, gentlemen. This is something that you must master in the workplace. Active listening. So many guys end up fucking up because they are answering questions and talking about stuff they thought they heard versus actually answering the actual question. Active listening means you're listening for understanding, not for your turn to talk. Just a second.
on repeat. Cause you seem to forget how much you are hurting me. Do what's right, you say you will, but then you don't. You just don't. You don't care, cause you don't take me seriously. What's there to repair if you don't want to talk to me? You should know your time is up. I'm out, I'm done. So I put you on a lifetime sentence, and you no longer feel my presence. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. Yeah, yeah. So you thought I would let this stay. No, that's right. Your words don't mean a thing to me. Sleepless night, your love has left us incomplete. Thinking that your promises will fit so loud. Oh, that's right.
So on a lifetime. All right, call line is open. Your big bro's gonna answer some questions. Now remember, ask yourself, are you really a Dobby or you're a Data? Oh, let's talk about the cool outfit. How many like the red tie? Red tie, pocket square. Let's talk about the shoes. Can you see? You guys can't see. Oh well. Gentlemen, don't be afraid to take some style chances. Don't be afraid to take some style chances. When you want to talk about something, a power topic, you need to have a power tie. We're liking the combo? Tom Ford would. Or this is also worthy Creativentus. Or the review I'm about to do on this. Gucci Intense Oud. Gentlemen, if you're interested in buying any of the things I talk about on the channel, I have a link to my Amazon store in the description. The link to my Amazon store is in the description. I have a curated list of the things I talk about. I'm adding things to it at all times. If you're going to buy on Amazon, do your big bro a favor. Go to my Amazon. If you're going to do that, if you're going to order on Amazon, do your big bro a favor. So, where are the Kevins in my city? I'll tell you where they are, Celeste. They are not knocking on your door. The Kevins in your city are out doing what Kevin stuff do. They're at the gym. They're at the local Whole Foods market. They're at your local Starbucks or the cool coffee shop downtown. When I lived in Dallas, I lived in Deep Ellum. I did not live in the suburbs. I lived in Deep Ellum. I'm a city guy. I was a downtown guy. They're at the downtown gyms. They are at the cool sushi spots. They are at they're not at the mall. They go to what's the best place to get your hair cut? This is where these guys are. They're at your local meetup. They're at the Chamber of Commerce. They're in associations. They're in meetings. Springtime is where everyone should come out. See, the springtime, you should not be at home. You should be getting off work. You should be coming back. You should be coming home after the sun goes down. You should be going home just to sleep. Phone line is up. Cigar shops. Yes. I work downtown and live in the suburbs, but you need to go out downtown. Call in. The call in number is there. They go to Equinox and pay tons of money for gym membership. Yes. That is what they do. Top flight guys do top flight things. You should know, ladies, you should know the best barbers in the city. Ladies, you should know the best tailors in the cities. Ladies, you should actually know a salesman at the local BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Maserati. Yes, know guys, know some of the top salespeople around. See, the thing is, if you go where salespeople go, you're going to find a lot of folks. Uh, See, what I find is a lot of times we as guys, we don't really want to admit the things we don't know. And I would tell you, it is cool to watch these videos and watch them on the restream and everything else. But getting to know what you need to know for your individual life, you're not going to catch it you're not going to get it in depth on the video. Let me say something else about something your father should have taught you. Your father should have taught you that he doesn't know everything. Your father should have taught you that as good as he is at what he does not know everything. And this is where coaching comes in. He may be, he may own firearms and things like that, but he may not be a great shot. Then he takes you to a Charles Faulkner or a C Boogie. He takes you to somebody who knows. Your father may be a great wrestler, but you may not be a wrestler. But he takes you to a great boxing coach. Your father would say, son, I know these things. I don't know these things, but I'm going to put you in the hands of other men that know these things to help teach my boy become the man he needs to be. Let me say that again. Your father would say, son, I know these things, but I don't know these things. And instead of keeping you blind to them, I'm going to take you and put you in the hands of another man who's a pro at these things to help you learn the things I can't teach you, to help you grow into be the man you need to be. That's not what women do, not their nature. Their nature is more to keep the information to themselves. Or else, why would you see so many women of the previous generations who see the results of second and third wave feminism not teaching these younger women that maybe this isn't the right place to go? Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because so many guys on the other side of this camera, whether listening now or on the restream, you'll know there's a deficiency. You'll know there are things you need to know in your life, but you're not willing to go actually pay to get a coach to learn these things. That's a very feminine thing. To know that there's a hole somewhere and say, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'll do it on my own. I'll just figure it out on my own. That is a very chick thing to do. Very chick thing to do. And understand this. If you do that, realize it's feminine, but ask yourself, how's that working out for you? On my store, these colognes new use. This is Amazon. It's Amazon. It's my Amazon store. They don't sell used stuff. No offense, but it's Amazon. And another way you can support the channel is if you use my Amazon store, even if you buy something that's not on there. Let's say you went over there and you were looking for this. Oh no. Let's say you went over there and you were looking for this, and Amazon's one of the only places you can actually find this. It's not even on Gucci's site anymore. Stuff smells good. God, it smells good. Best designer oud in the world. Let's say you go looking for this and you decide to buy this, and you decide you need to buy an emergency car kit. That's not on my list, but still, I get credit for it. So if you want to support the channel, you support by watching, you support by sharing. Guys, we got to share the content. We're starting a movement here. We're changing the narrative about men. We're changing the narrative about what, you know, men are doing and capable of doing. We're not sitting on the couch with our hand down our pocket just going into that good night. We're doing something. We got to share the content. Products and services, of course, but you can still, even if you got to buy something. Man, I got guys going to buy toilet paper and lotion, and I get credit for the Amazon link. Better than Creed as designer. It's designer. Creed Royal Oud isn't the best oud. Creed Royal Oud is really more sandalwood. I like it, but it's not the best oud. So here's the thing. Here's my challenge to you as a guy. If you are not where you're at, if you're not where you need to be, you know you're stuck. You know you're underperforming. You know you're not getting the outcomes. You know that you really don't know the next step. You know that you're not leading a life that's on purpose, that whether it's good or bad, whether it's up or down, whatever happens is just kind of chance. You know that's going on. As a man, here's the challenge. You need to do something different. Whether you work with me, Rom, Alan, Donovan, whomever, you need to actually do something different. It always comes down to money, gentlemen. Always. Nothing worth having in this life comes for free. There is a cost. And trying to get it for free is a broke loser mindset. I'm sorry. It is. We've been taught that it's the spendthrift and it's the smart way to go about it. No, it's not. If you're over 25, your time should be more valuable than your money. And what happens over here? If you're under 40, single, no kids, you're not working at least 60 hours a week, I don't want to hear a damn thing about money problems. Everything in life that you want to get, you're going to have to pay somebody. You didn't grow up with a dad, you're going to have to go out and hire one. That's called a life coach, a therapist, and a mentor. Mentors just don't come along to everybody. Mentors don't come along to everybody. And you cannot wait for a mentor. Here's the thing. If you're not going to do it, if you're not going to do it, then what are you waiting for? Why are you even here? Because there comes a time where you have to get full of the motivational shit. You got to do something. What's going on, Gab? You got to get to a point to where you get tired of just saying, you know what? I've got all the good advice, but you got to actually put the plan into place yourself. You got to do something. Gentlemen, your father should have given you a drive to be better, a drive to be better than him. A father would have said, I want my boy to live better than I did, do better than I did. I'm a high school graduate. I want my boy to graduate college. I worked for myself. I want my boy to own his own business. I'm a college graduate. I want my boy to have a master's or a PhD. I own my own business. I want my boy to own uh, multiple locations. There's always a masculine burden of performance. You have to do better than the previous generation. You have to take that ball and advance it. But so many of us didn't have a father. So we're just getting by, paycheck to paycheck. Dude, at the end of the day, when you die, who's even going to know you were here? You got feminine, you got women's ways of thinking. It's like, well, if I can just get from Friday and I can just get enough money to buy these shoes, I'm good. No. What was the last goal you completed in your life? If it was graduating from high school, it's a fucking problem. When was the last goal you actively set in your life? If it's graduating high school, that's a problem. That is not how it's done. And here's the thing: life is competitive. It damn sure ain't how your counterparts are doing it. They out here doing shit. That's why you. That's why, like it or not, you gotta respect your Hispanic brothers and sisters. 20 years ago, there was no Hispanic part of town in Oklahoma City. 30 years ago, 30 years ago, it was black, white, and we had a little Asian part of town. Come back 20 years ago, 20 years later, man, little Hispanic stuff has jumped up everywhere. And it started here. Next thing you know, they got entire neighborhoods. What are you doing? Other than sitting back saying, it's happening. What are you doing? Can you do a separate video on the suit describing each component, especially the jacket and the pants? I mean, I don't know how to just. Okay, I'll do a video on on what a suit is. Yeah, I can do that. What are you doing? Yeah, credit is important. That's true. See, so many guys today are not doing what their father should have taught them because your father would have taught you, boy, you got to get out here and play the game. Mom plays the game different than dad. Mom's world is small. Mom is trying to make sure the house is taken care of, the kids are raised well. Dad is out there in the world competing. This is why you see so many guys who are overweight and below average. Overweight and below average with big dreams. Talk good game, but what are they doing? So the challenge is this: 2019, I think C Boogie said it's about gains for his channel. But here's the thing: if you're working 60 hours a week, that should have upped you from 40 hours a week. That additional money, you need to take that and invest in yourself. Get therapy, get a coach, get your ass in the gym, and start living life with an expectation of success. Not just getting by, because I'm going to tell you, once you get to my age, there's more life behind you than ahead of you. Stop living life like you got forever. You don't. You're in your 20s, think you got time? Hey, man, stop fucking around and wasting time. Learn how to say no to the pussy. Learning how to say no is going to lets you say yes to so many more things. This week, show some love in the super chat, fam. So this week we talk about business. I did see that a lot of guys went in with blue collar. I'm going to make sure when we talk about business, it's going to be structured to where these lessons apply on both sides. Because unless you're working by yourself, if you're working for somebody, you're working for some company, you got to deal with people. And knowing how to deal with people will either help you succeed or fail. Before we leave, let me ask you a question. How many people are on the promotion path, on a career success path, job success path, meaning you can see yourself climbing the business ladder. You know you're on the path. Not you want to get there, meaning you know I'm right. I'm here today, but in 5 years, I know I'll be a manager because I'm actively working on the management and training program. However, it works in your business, whether it's promotion or whatever, how many of you know you're doing it and it's not an automatic thing? If you know you're on the promotion path, type yes. If you if you do not know beyond a shadow of a doubt, type no. 2 yeses. Hmm. I can see myself climbing. That doesn't. I don't want you to be able to see. I need you to be on the ladder. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is not do these corporate. When I do this training, because I'm seeing 50-50. And I'm sorry, guys. 50-50. Maybe my audience is just uh maybe my target audience is roughly the 20 to 30%. That does not mean the other 70 to 80 are not welcome, but that's my target audience. You know, your ideal customer, your target audience are the guys who are likely to want to succeed. So, excuse me, maybe I'm getting 50-50 because I got more of my target audience. I need to be able to quantify that. Hello? All right. Hey, man, call back. Somebody just called in and didn't, you got to wait for the acceptance. So, when I do the breakdowns, I need to be able to understand who's there, because I want to actually vet some of you guys' responses. For the guys who are saying yes, I want to ask you some questions so I know whether or not that yes is to my standard or to what I think a yes should be or not. See, saying I can see myself being in management versus you actively know I am setting myself up to where management slot comes available. My name is in the hat, and I know I have the alliances and things around me to help me get the position. This is why I talk about climbing the corporate ladder. Man, it is a jungle out here. See, when a position comes available, all your performance and all that other kind of stuff, all it does is get you a ticket to the dance. It does not guarantee you're going to get it. So that's what I'm talking about. I need to know what you guys are talking about. Gentlemen, ladies, you have to build up your skills. Well, here you go. First things first, build up your image. Most important. Oh, yeah, by the way, go ahead and join the Patreon. Let's see how many people have joined Patreon. All right, guys. I hope this stream has been helpful. This week is business week. Business week. Come prepared to take it to the next level. You guys are freaking awesome. Let me tell you something. Before we leave, shout out to I've had four guys, Charles Faulkner, you'll love this. I've had four guys join the military. Four young guys, all under the age of 24, join the military and are off in basic training now. They've kept in contact with me. I felt like they're like my nephews. Talking guys that were out here, good dudes, most were working doing their thing, but now they're actually off learning man shit. Military ain't for everybody, but I'm so proud of these dudes. Wherever you're at in life right now, guys, that's where you are. Steel sharpens steel. It is time to get better. It is time to take your destiny into your own hand. It is time to say, I can do more. You don't have to just be out here existing. You need to be out here living a life on purpose. I hope by the end of this year, I have more guys going maybe on the military path, more guys on the promotion path, more guys moving away from their city to another state. Yes, you're going to have, there are many of you who are going to have to leave where you are to go to another place. And then the guys who are still living at home, I want them out. Movement. Life is about moving. That's why the winter time things slow down because it's cold and people go into hibernation and kind of we're in the spring, man. Now it's time to move, move, shake, move, bitch. Get out the way, get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. How many of you guys out there moving? And again, if you're actually working out, building that muscle, getting that body together, athlete for life, you have the energy to get out there and get in the fight. Are you over 40? Have you had your testosterone levels checked? If you haven't, do that shit. Go get a full man's blood panel. It also tests for tumor markers and things like that. If I had had one done earlier in life, they probably would have found the tumor markers in my blood for cancer, and I would have got a hold of it earlier than when I was at stage 3 at 21 years old. Get out there, work out. Get out there, move around, become that athlete for life. Gains, dude. I want to see some transformations. We're going to dude, we're transforming. We are getting bigger and better. I want to see some of these shirtless pictures. I got to call some dude. City of Truth 91, brother, you need to put a shirt on in that damn avatar. Wow, man. I do not want to see any more dudes like bodies like that with their shirt off. But you can transform that body. I want you to start actually caring about you, making yourself a priority to where whatever your decision, military, promotion path, moving out of mom's house, getting into your own spot, moving from this city to that city in this state, whatever, get out there, move around, stop sitting in the house, get the fuck out and live. Things your daddy would have taught you. Ask yourself a question. If you actually were blessed with a son, what would you want from him for him? Would you want for him to live the life you're living now? Or would you want for him to live better? If you had a junior, what would you want for him? If you had a junior, damn, I don't care about the particulars. If you had a junior, can you say, I want my junior to live my life? If you could say you want your junior to live your life, type yes. You can say, I want my junior to live a life better than mine. Or I want junior to live a life different than mine. Type no. If you want your junior to live your life, just type yes. Yes, the life I'm living is great. I'd want my son to have a life like mine. Or if you would say, you know what? No, I want him to have a life better than mine. Type no. Cortez said he wanted his. Chris says no. Well, same thing. Daughters. I got daughter. No, 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 no. Hey, okay, dude says, no, I'm standing on my son right now. Let me help you out, fam. The best way to motivate your son is for him to see you do it. Don't stand on him. Kids don't do what they say. Kids do what they do. Kids are more responsive to what they see you do. So all these no's, then what the hell are you doing about it? What are you doing about it now? You can't sit there and say, son, don't smoke weed. Don't be like your daddy. No, he's going to do exactly like that. You want him to stop smoking weed? You want him to do better? Put the weed down and take him to the gym with you so he can see you lifting that weight on that treadmill, on that bike, working out with his daddy so he can look over his dad and say, I want to go up and be like my dad. So he can feel that pride. See, that's another thing that so many of us are robbed of. We did not have the pride of actually looking over at our fathers and saying, I want to grow up and be like him. We had that taken from us. But you said it yourself. You can't talk to the kid. You got to show the kid. Your son wants you to be the father that he can go around and say, my dad is cool. My dad will kick your ass. My dad's better than your dad. Can your son say that about you right now? Can your son actually go to school tomorrow, go to school with his chest out saying, my dad is better than your dad. My dad is Superman. If not, what are you doing about it? I don't want to hear shit about feminism and these bitches and this. What are you doing? Things your father should have taught you to be a better man for your son, to be a better man for your children. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's why I said the father would actually say, I know these things, son, but I don't know these things. So I'm going to put you in the hand of other men and let them teach you so you can learn everything I don't know. He's not threatened by doing that. That's his goddamn job as a father. Are you doing yours? If not, start tomorrow. I don't care if you're not doing it today. Start tomorrow. So many guys, so many men need to look better of themselves and realize that you're living the life somebody else planned for you. And most oftentimes it's diminished. You're living the life somebody else planned for you, not the life of your own making or choosing. I don't care where you're at. I don't care what your background is. I don't care how you got here. You can choose to do something different. And your life can change in 1 year. It's time to shut up talking. Stop asking questions. Stop asking questions and start doing. Even if you go to the gym, even if you don't know how to work, just go. Do. Amazing thing about life is when you start going in the direction, people along the way will find out. You go to the gym, don't know what the fuck you're doing. There's a Charles Faulkner in there to be like, he look like a noob. Let me help you out with that. This is a Smith machine. It works like this. Because men can respect at least a guy who has the courage to get out there and do something he don't know how to do, but still get out there and try to do it. Or you don't know how to do it, walk your ass up in the gym and go to the manager and say, man, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Hey man, Chad, we got a new guy here. Help him out. I haven't worked out since junior high. It's okay, buddy. Become the man of your dreams. Till next time. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure I want to see if we have any this week, man, we get into it. Climbing the corporate ladder, playing that political game, learning how to move in the workplace, get what you want out of life. Get what you want out of life. It's the last day of the week. It's the last week of the month. We're taking over 2019. We're going to hit the summer looking good, smelling good, dominating. The first thing you need to do is dominate dominate yourself. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm feeling lazy. Nope, dominate that feeling. No, I'm going. I'm just going money. Remember I said do the next right thing? Do the next right thing. That's all you have to do. The next right thing. Until next time, gentlemen, talk at you later. Big bro, out.